Rewind the clock back to 1895, when Sequoia opened as the first public high school in San Mateo County. The school was named after the campus's beautiful redwood trees, which had received their name from Chief Sequoia, a Cherokee Indian chief. So it seemed fitting that the mascot and team name chosen for Sequoia in 1926 was the Cherokees, even though the Cherokee tribe never actually resided in California. The yearbook explained the mascot selection, saying, "Last fall, Sequoians adopted Cherokees as the name for athletic teams and students. The Cherokees, Sequoia's tribe for whom he lived, labored, and died. The Cherokees, Sequoia's own tribe of self-reliant, brave young Indians."
During the first half of the 20th century, many of the cultural practices of Native Americans were outlawed by the federal government. Thousands of Native American children were taken from their families and placed into what were called American Indian boarding schools. These schools were designed explicitly to erase Native culture. The students were given European-style haircuts, they were not allowed to speak indigenous languages, and their names were changed to sound more American. So it's odd that the Cherokee name was chosen as our school's mascot and team name at the same time that our government was systematically trying to destroy Native American culture.
For decades, Sequoia, along with thousands of other schools, colleges, and professional sports teams, developed beloved traditions centered around Native-themed costumes, behaviors, and imagery. Around the time of the Civil Rights Movement in the late 1960s, Native groups began organizing a call for the end of Native mascots, which they said were disrespectful and perpetuated inaccurate and hurtful stereotypes. Universities across the nation, including Stanford, Dartmouth, and Syracuse, quickly responded to these requests. In 2001, in response to concerns raised by Sequoia students and staff, and following a discussion of the issue, the school board passed a resolution changing the physical mascot of Sequoia from a Cherokee to a raven. However, the team name has remained the Cherokees. Just months after this school board decision was made, a council of 5 Native American tribes, including the Cherokees, passed a resolution calling for the elimination of Native American mascots and team names at non-Native schools, stating, "Whereas to continue the use of American Indian tribal names and images is an offensive and disgusting practice, be it resolved that the Intertribal Council of the 5 civilized tribes joins the United States Commission on Civil Rights call to eliminate the stereotypical use of American Indian names and images as mascots in sports and other events." In 2008, the National Indian Education Association published a resolution stating, "Whereas educational institutions choosing to use race-based Indian logos, mascots, and team names harm children, exposing graduating class after graduating class to these stereotypes. Whereas educational institutions should not be the vehicles of institutionalized racism." In the past 10 years, many more athletic, educational, psychological, and social justice organizations have also urged non-Native schools to stop using Native American team names and mascots.
To see everyone for who they are and move away from discriminatory practices, we need to eliminate the barriers, the stereotypes preventing us and preventing society from seeing the truth about people. In this case, that means changing our team name from the Cherokees to something more kind and appropriate, like the Ravens. All of us understand that the students and staff back in the 1920s thought they were honoring the Cherokees, but now that nationwide organizations and Native American tribes, including the Cherokees themselves, have explicitly stated that they don't feel honored, it's important that we respect that request. It's true that the Cherokee team name is a tradition here at school, but it's also a tradition, one that's been here since the beginning of Sequoia and one that's definitely worth keeping. That Sequoia is a diverse, respectful, and equitable place of friends.
And then people continue to say that you should feel honored. This is an honor. We're honoring you. You can't force honor on people.
I started going to the Ready for Ravens committee a few months ago, mainly because I was curious. I've been playing on the golf team since freshman year, and it was confusing that our team name and mascot were completely different. So to me, it made sense to change the name. But once I learned more about the impact of Native mascots and team names on the Cherokees and other tribes, I became frustrated. People say they are using the Cherokee name to honor them. I tell them the best way you can honor the tribe is to listen to my requests and the tribe's requests. Stop using the Cherokee name for a sports team name.
This is not an honor. The honor should come from us.
My name is Lucas Seneca. I'm 25% Seneca Indian and I'm a junior at Sequoia. If our team name was the Senecas, I would be offended because that name sends a message to our society that the Senecas are savage warriors. The Senecas are so much more than that. They are intelligent, hardworking contributors to our society. Many Native groups have called these mascots and team names harmful and hurtful, and it's time we finally listen.
Recently, in accordance with a new California law, our school board updated its non-discrimination policy to prohibit the use of racially derogatory or discriminatory school or athletic team names, mascots, or nicknames. We believe that the use of Cherokees as a team name is in direct violation of this policy and compel the school board to adopt a new resolution to change the team name. We hope that after seeing this video, you agree that Sequoia is ready for Ravens. Please take this 1-minute survey to let us know how you feel.